Hey Carlos, this is Jay, and in this video I am going to show you three things that you can do today to bring more customers into your business. So sometimes the only hesitation owners have when they're hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. And I found that by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, well, this has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Jay, can you please do this for me? So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard, and you can see that I do have a few tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Well, we can shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you, well, you can do that too. So let me show you three things that'll set your company above your competition. So first of all, Carlos, you got a great looking website. Looks like somebody's put a lot of effort into it. You got some great images here. And one of the things that Google is looking for is they're looking for keyword-rich content. And you do have a lot of keyword or a lot of content on here. Actually, you've got about 4,000 words of content, but I think a lot of that has to do with your reviews. so it's not necessarily content that Google's could be looking for. And another thing to think about is you can put images behind these, keywords behind these images also. And like I said, you've got a great looking website, a lot of content here. I think you need to have more keywords in your content. I think that would be helpful. Okay, now let's do this. Let's go find out, how did I find your competition? So what I did is I went over to Google and I typed in roofing companies Eugene. I looked at a few different keyword phrases, and this seemed to be one that got, a fairly good amount of volume. So this is what I used. And so in doing that, the first thing I come to is the Google Map Pack. And all of these Google business profiles in here, these three have more citations than all of the other Google business profiles. Okay. And citations are basically your name, address, and phone number all over the internet in directories. And so you want to have more citations than the other people up in this map pack if you want to be up here. Now, when you're in the map pack, that can be about 40% of your business, your Google business. It doesn't count referrals and things like that, but that can be about 40% of your business. So a lot of people that put in roofing companies Eugene, and some people won't even go past the map pack. They'll just call one or maybe all three of these companies, and they'll pick one. If you come down here, we've got a couple directories, also citations, Better Business Bureau, Yelp. We come down here, and the first organic roofing company that we find here is Evergreen Roofing. When I put in multiple different keyword phrases, Evergreen Roofing came up at the top almost every time. Okay. Then you've got Gruwell Roofing. Okay. Now let's go to another tool that I've got here. This is a tool that we use called Ahrefs, and I can put any website in here and it'll give me this information here. Okay. And so for what we're doing, this is all beneficial. Keywords, like I said earlier, you want to have keywords in your content, and you want to have buyer intent keywords in your content. You've got a lot of keywords here, and with 427 keywords, you're getting about almost 350 potential traffic every month. Okay. Now here, you got your organic keywords, and you got your backlinks. Your keywords and your backlinks work together. Your backlinks basically push your keywords, help your keywords push you up in Google, up into the front page, and ideally up to the top of the front page. And so let's look at a couple of your keywords here. All right. And I noticed that you're in multiple cities too. So, but I was focusing on Oregon. No, excuse me, on your city here. I'm having a brain fade here. Holy cow, Jay. Anyhow, we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so you're in multiple cities, and in some of these cities, you've got some good volume. Now, I'm not focusing on Bend. You're doing good there. You're still only position number 3, which isn't bad, but it's not in the top 3. And even at number 5, even if you're just on the front page, you're going to get a lot more calls than a lot of these other companies on other pages. Okay, so you're doing pretty well. And having a few more buyer intent keywords in here would be good. Let's go over and look at backlinks. Now you had, you had like 1,200 backlinks, I think. And what we do here is we're going to look at your backlinks. We'll put on do follow backlinks. And a key thing with backlinks is you want to have ideally a higher domain rating. Between 40 to 60 is okay. Anything above 60 is even better. It's even better yet is if it's irrelevant to your industry that you're in. So here you've got, between roofing installation, that's a good one for you. Domain rating's not very high, but still you're getting some traffic out of it. Best and top businesses nearby, digital marketing solutions. This one looks like you lost this one. And we go down here. You've got a lot of backlinks. And as I didn't mention this yet, backlinks are basically one website linking to another. So you got site A linking to site B, and in Google's eyes that gives site B more authority. But if they're not all backlinks are created equal, so having a lot of backlinks isn't necessarily good if they're not high quality backlinks. These backlinks you've got here, the ones I looked at this a bit before I started this video, you've got a lot of okay, and I'm not trying to be belittling here, but you'll see what I mean in a minute here. They're okay, they're doing a job, but they're not getting you where you need to be on the internet. And Google sees all this, okay? So you want to have high quality backlinks, relative backlinks. Somebody like Pizza Hut, that wouldn't be a good backlink for you because you don't sling pizzas. But this one here, for example, up at the top here, roof installation, anything that's industry, around your industry, that's going to be the best backlinks for you. So you want those linking to you. Let's go over and look at Evergreen. Okay, now Evergreen is number 1 in organic, okay? And they've got a fantastic back end on their website here. They've got 63 keywords, and they've got, in the high 5s on their organic traffic, okay? Let's look at a few of theirs. All right, so this is Evergreens, okay? And some of the higher volumes here, they've got Roofing Contractors Oregon, 100 in position number 2. Roofing Companies Eugene, which is the word I was trying to think of earlier, Eugene, Oregon, volume of 100, again, position number 2. Roofing Oregon, position number 2. Roofing Companies, Eugene, Oregon, volume 100, position number 2. So they've got some really good buyer intent keywords here, and they're in good positioning. Okay. Now, part of the reason that these are in good positioning is to be the next thing I'm going to show you here. I've got a little thing, you can't see if there's a little thing up on the left side here kind of blocking my view. And so if we go look at their backlinks, and I forgot to look at the quantity. Well, right here it says they've got 74. I think you had like 1,200. So quality is much more important than quantity with backlinks. And so they've got 74 groups of backlinks here. Okay. And they got kids sports, roof manufacturers directory, corporate sponsorships, partnerships, roofing contractors, Roofing Oregon. Well, that's their name right there. Bottom line is you need to have quality backlinks. So what you can do is you can match the backlinks that the top roofing companies have, and in doing that, Google will notice that. Okay, and so you can match the backlinks, you can match the buyer intent keywords and the keywords that are helping them get up the top here, and that'll be a good thing for you guys. Otherwise, you got a fantastic looking website, but the thing is, does it convert? And that's the key thing. I mean, you can have the best looking website, but if it's not converting customers, then you need to find out why not. Okay, so looking down below, let's see, we got, in closing, what we did is we talked about content. You need to have at least 1,500 words of content, keyword rich content. You do have about 4,000, but as I said, some of that is because of your customers that are your customers in there. Okay, and but otherwise you're doing fantastic. Citations, if you want your Google business profile to be up in the map pack, you need to have more citations than those other 3 up there. So if they've got say 30 citations, you probably want to have at least 60 citations or more, because it's kind of by dynamic area up there. It can move around. If you want to stay there for a while, make sure you have a lot more citations, give you a lot more business. Link juice, with the backlinks, you need more relative sites pointing to you guys to show Google that you have authority. And if you implement these things today, you can be #1 across Google. And so, Carlos, you can either go with this information I provided for you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself some time, give me a call. And my name's Jay, and you can reach me at 303-913-4779. Carlos, thank you. Talk to you soon.